Checkers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome on in. As usual, it's your boy Travis and Mr. Coors Lightyear himself, the one, the only. Danny, how you doing, my guy?
Living the dream, man. It's finally Friday.
Nice.
We've got the weekend to look forward to. Beautiful hot weather. I'm all for it.
Another
How are you, bud?
Saturday race. I'm doing good, man. Another Saturday race. Yes, it is cooking. Best thing about today was I didn't have to do anything, and my house is 70 degrees
Perfect.
because it was 103 outside. I think today where we were at.
Gross. I think
Yeah,
we were
it's
around
god.
95,
It's
but
god awful.
and I put in like a 13-hour day, and it sucked.
Yeah, yeah. It would have been terrible if I had to work today.
Hid in my office as much as I could.
Hell yeah. No,
But
I'm stoked. We got the Saturday race coming. The last race before we get into playoffs. Oh boy, shit's going down. Shit's getting real, and why not end it at Daytona?
right, of all places,
Uh,
let's let all the fun
just
come out right
roll
here
the
at the end.
dice. We'll see who comes out on top. I love it.
Yeah,
Uh, also got to recap a little bit of the Richmond race
yeah.
there. It was
It was kind of a boring race. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't even get to watch it live. Sadly, these Saturday races are a little harder for me to catch live usually if well, just depending on the
I'll tell
weekend.
you how bad it was for me, brother. I was at the beach with my wife and kids, my four-legged kids,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
the TV did not have it. So I paid $45 for Sling TV just so I could watch it on my cell phone.
Woof.
Yeah, that's where I was at. I was like, no, I want to watch this, and I paid for it, and I'm like, what the hell? Paid $45 for this?
Ouch.
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled. The end was fun,
Yeah,
but we'll get into
yeah,
that. Like,
we will. But yeah, and then we'll take a look at how this shakes up the standings.
oh, that's the best part about it.
Yeah. A little different format for us this week, though, because I don't have my shit together. Let's face it.
Yeah, we
We're
couple of
limited
small technical
slides here.
difficulties,
Technical
but
difficulties with some
you,
software,
you
but
know
we're working through some things.
that
But
blue collar life strikes again.
for sake of keeping up appearances, I think the wrecker and checker of the week is pretty clear this week. Well, at least the checker. Jesus,
Yeah,
Austin Dillon, my guy.
back to back.
Yeah,
The new king of Richmond, Austin Dillon.
crazy.
Like, yeah, we have. I know the one of the few people that watch this is all about saying how he wrecked him to get there last year. He got it took away from whatever. He still won that shit. He won it last year. He straight up showed everybody he won it this year. So good on a boy right there.
Yeah, no, it looked pretty dominant. I like I said, I didn't get to watch it live. I went back and watched the recap though. Uh, he led 107 laps. I mean, he was on it, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Wrecker, what are your thoughts? My thoughts were Reddick. He got spun pretty good by Gibbs, and then well, I think it was kind of Suarez into Gibbs, but all in all, Reddick gets spun
Uh,
around, hits the wall.
yeah. I've got one in particular that wasn't exactly catastrophic,
Yeah,
but as like an award for the wrecker, I feel like it's deserving. Like lap 195 or something like that. Chase Briscoe's car was going the wrong direction.
yeah,
At like the front of the field.
yeah,
He finished P13 at the end of the race. Like he
yeah.
still pulled his shit back together and was able to put out a good race after. I, it was Larson or somebody, I can't remember, but it was like bumper to bumper, and they were both doing 100 miles an hour. So,
He's just going backwards.
yep, and like we're able to still put out a pretty solid race. Good
He's,
on you.
he's like waving to Larson. Oh shit!
I don't even know if it was Larson. I can't remember that exactly, but I just remember
Yeah, I
I
don't
seen
remember who it was
watched
either.
it, and then I seen a picture of it today or yesterday, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's funny. Bowman, he was up there too. Never led any
Yeah,
laps, but
No, it turned out a solid race though. I mean,
Always
in
just right
time that he
there.
needs. If someone else wins this weekend, he's still in the running, right? Like
Yeah,
he needs everything
always
he
close.
can get.
And then Team Penske with all three cars up there,
Yeah,
rounding out the
Penske
top
turned out a good
five.
race. Good
Yeah,
race.
yeah, they're consistent. It looks like. Only one Toyota in the top 10. That was Hamlin. I think Bubba could have been in contention for the record of the week as well. He was doing pretty good. I think he led him off one of the restarts that I saw.
Yeah, he was up there for a minute.
And then did he lose a tire?
I think so.
He had some issues, but regardless, Hamlin, the only Toyota in the top 10, was another thing that I kind of thought was funny. Because it looked like there was quite a few Toyotas that were actually up in the running earlier on in the race. So something.
There wasn't Hamlin like the money shot to win this
Oh
weekend?
yeah, yeah, he was heavy favorite. I told
And
everybody to bet on him. So,
yeah,
but
that's right. My
but
bad.
Hamlin also had a shitty pit stop where they didn't get the rear wheel on before the jack came down, so they had to resecure
Yeah,
the
jack it
rear
back
wheel.
up.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have happened if he had 5 lug nuts. Just saying.
Probably not.
But
Yeah,
with that one shitty
right.
lug nut, stuff like that's bound to happen. So they had to do that. Had a long stop, but then on top of that, he's speeding, gets
Yeah, that's
penalized,
right. I
and so
forgot
it's
about
like,
that.
and he's speeding because they had the shitty stop. He's pissed. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Because it was on that same stop, I believe. So it's
yeah,
like,
definitely.
yeah. So if you're speeding coming out of the pits after a long stop already, like, you know,
Boned.
it
Absolutely
just
boned.
insult to injury. That
I
sucks.
mean, good on him for catching the fact that it was loose before he took off and costing him,
Well, no,
their
even though,
crew chief
yeah,
for
I was
4 weeks.
gonna say, yeah, they knew immediately. They were like, hey, no, 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 like get that shit back in the air.
Right.
But
Good on him for catching it. I
yep,
mean,
definitely,
not worried how you want to run a race and play catch up the whole time, but I mean to catch it, not cost you your crew chief and points and whatever the hell
yeah,
NASCAR finds you for that
yeah.
if you lose a tire. But
Well, and look at where he finished. He's still top 10.
yeah, still top 10.
Kind of crazy. Like, kind of says something there. He's got a penalty. Had to serve a penalty. Had a long pit stop, and he still finishes top 10.
Is is it Denny Hamlin's year?
I hope not.
I hope not. I love your podcast, bro. Don't like you on the track. Like I hope not, but he's been the guy
He's
in the
good.
top 10
He's
all
been
year
hot.
long. But
He's been hot all year.
that's his mo though, right?
Yep.
Like
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
flames out in the playoff.
well, we'll see who comes in hot at the end here this year.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, it would be crazy to think a guy as storied as Denny Hamlin, who's won as many races he has, didn't win a championship.
Yeah, I know.
So I think it's going to
It
happen
would
sooner
it
or
would
later.
kind of it
I
would
just
kind of be cool to see him get it. Honestly, you can hate
I
on
don't
the
want to see
guy,
all the
but
commercials,
yeah,
like yeah.
yeah. But I mean, historically speaking, for NASCAR, it would be cool to have another guy like that. Like kind of checking all the boxes, right?
Right. And the wild part is you look at like shit. He's got like 3 or 4 wins more than Kyle Busch, and Kyle Busch has 2 championships.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's crazy to think
Well,
about.
it's kind of
Right
like
time, right place.
yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like the March Madness bracket a little bit though,
Right.
right? Like you got to be consistent at the right time. You got to put it all together. It's hard to put that many good races together. That doesn't mean that you're worse all around because obviously this guy wins more races than most of them. But
Right.
can you do
Very
it
very
all
fair.
at the right time? Let's change up the order a little bit. Let's kick it over to standings real
Yeah. Let's
quick.
go.
Since we're already kind of talking about how this shakes things up. These are the regular standings here. Uh, didn't really shake up a whole lot, I don't believe. In the top 15, all the way down to, I believe that's the top 30 right there. So really, not gonna
Yeah, one and the same. Really,
not
those
gonna
ones don't
matter at
matter
this
that
point.
much. I
No,
think
not.
Byron already sewed up the championship,
Yeah,
so he's
I
going
don't
to
think
take
anybody can
huge
catch him
points.
there really. So
No.
So, what really matters, playoff picture here. As you can see, this guy shook up a lot. We got Austin Dillon in as the lowest guy with a win. Reddick and Bowman still in on points, and they're pretty close. They're closer than they were because Bowman got second. Reddick had the did Reddick finish, or did he DNF after that?
No,
I'm not
he
even sure.
might have DNF'd.
Yeah, I don't remember. I saw him get spun pretty hard. I don't remember if he finished it or not. But what's funny?
He finished 13 laps down,
Okay,
or 4 laps down rather.
so he did
But he
finish.
still had 13 points, so he did good enough to kind of keep pace.
Yeah,
But
no, that's good.
lap down can't hurt him.
Wrong way. And then the cutoff line here, you got Busher there's 60 down. So I don't see anything changing here other than a win. Yeah, a new winner is really the only thing that's going to change this.
Yeah,
And
I can
if you're
see
looking
it
at this
happening,
list, well, that's what's crazy, right? You look at this list, and there ain't a damn person on this list who couldn't win Daytona, basically.
No.
I mean, definitely some more favorites than others, but that's Daytona for you, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've got a certain team I like this week, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But
sounds good. Yeah, no,
I,
I just find it funny because some of these names on the list I don't are like Busher. I feel like Busher's had a hell of a year.
yeah, how is he not in the playoffs? Right?
Even
Like,
Priest has had a really good year.
yeah,
For
definitely.
judging by expectations, right? And that's part of it too. It's like he's had a good year based on where everybody thought he was going to finish. Is usually kind of what I'm thinking about. Bush, not really. Gibbs, hit or miss, not great though. Kozlowski, I feel like came on a little bit, but started off too slow. Hocevar, kind of a up and comer. We'll see. The rest of them, not super shocked that they're where they're at, but
It's crazy though. You say that about Priest and Busher, and then knowing the year that Bush has had, which is on par with his last couple, and he's still right behind them in points. Like
yeah,
that's it. Like
yeah.
how
But it's that expectation thing though, right? Like I feel like we expect a little more out of Bush because he's been around so long. He has
that is it for sure.
He has all of this, clout at some of these tracks, especially, right? Because he's got 10 wins or 5 wins, or probably not 10, but you know what I mean. He's got 3-4 wins at a couple different tracks. It's like you expect big things out of him. So
for sure, it's pretty wild to think about it that way. Like and you're 100% correct. It's all about the expectation.
Yeah, I think. What do you think right now? If you were to take it, or if you were to set odds to where you would actually take that bet, would you take a new winner or the field? Or
for this weekend?
Yeah. So you say a new winner or not a new winner, and if you're gonna take, because it's pretty easy to say like not a new winner because all the best racers have already won, right?
Right.
But at the same time, what's the line you would have to get to bet on a new winner? I guess is the best way to ask that question.
See, and that's
like plus 600, plus 800.
I think I think it'll be. Well, if you're betting that big and that big, I mean, it's probably plus. It's probably be only plus 400 or 500. But that's the funny thing is, my sneak peek is I'm all for RFK this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just get into that then. We're talking odds a little bit already. You're leaking your team. Odds page looks a little different because it is what it is. We only got race winners, but I can kind of give you an idea where you'd be at for a top 3 or top 5 too.
Right. But I am talking, I don't know which one it's going to be. Bad Brad, for the longevity of his career, is probably the best super speedway racer out of them all.
Yeah.
But Ryan Preece and Chris Buescher are no slouches on their super speedway, especially when you know the big one's going to happen. If you can stay out of that, you got a chance.
Yeah.
I like one of those three guys. I don't know what their odds are. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see them.
All right,
But
let's run through RFK real quick. Kozlowski's up top with plus 1,200. And these are after qualifying. Qualifying was today. We're doing it Friday, so I had to wait real late, which is why these odds literally just came out right before we started going live here, which is why they're not in a spreadsheet. But Kozlowski plus 1,200. You got Busher at plus 1,600 and Priest at plus 18.
I like those.
What's crazy is we don't even need the top 3 and the top 5 odds this week because it's Daytona. Who gives a shit? You're betting on a winner, in my opinion. Because the thing is, like, anybody can just get taken out by the big one. So I feel like you might as well bet on winners here. The consistency thing is harder to do here than it is at a short track. Which is why the odds on favorite has a plus 1,000, not a plus 230 like last week.
Exactly. Right? Even Vegas is throwing up those guys still got to make it to the big one, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like betting winners is good for this race anyway. And then we can go over to the rest of the long shots. Give you a play there. Reddick at plus 2,500. That was another one I was going to look at was Bowman. Where did he end up at? Plus 1,800. So the two guys that are in on points but need to get in or need to solidify themselves in with a win would be plus 18 and plus 2,500.
That's not bad.
One
of the reasons I like the RFK camp, especially is because Brad's won at Daytona like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
I know he's won the 500 twice, and I think he's won the Coke 7 at least once, or Coke 400. Sorry, and the fact that Priest and Busher have been pushing as hard as they are, that I really like all 3 of those bets.
Yeah.
So it's tough for me to get off of those. I would sprinkle 50 apiece on those ones for the win.
All right, I like it.
I've got faith.
For me, 2 guys kind of stuck out to me. One, I kind of just like betting Blaney, the favorite. I know it's boring, but when you're getting plus 1,000 on the favorite,
yeah,
I kind of like it. And then
Blaney's a good super speedway racer, though.
He is.
So that makes sense.
He is. And then the other one that I kind of like was Carson Hocevar, plus 2,200. I think I don't know. Something about me says like this kid just wants a chance. Like he just wants a shot to get in. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna. If he can avoid the big one, he's gonna be pushing hard out there.
Yeah, and like I said, that's the problem, right? Like half the field could very well be wrapped up in it. So it's
clean air is real nice on Daytona.
It is to a point, but that knowing that freight train's coming behind you isn't great either.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, it depends. You got all 3 of Team Penske guys at the top of the list here. Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
1,000, 1,100, 1,100. It's crazy that Cindric's plus 1,100.
He won the 500 or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
He won one of them.
It was a super speedway this year. Was it Dega or was it Daytona?
Well, I think he won Dega this year, but he won it. He's won at Daytona before too.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, great super speedway racer, but it also kind of tells me like they expect these guys to be, in line,
right,
in unison.
As they should. I mean, yeah. Roger Penske basically owns super speedway in Indianapolis, so
yeah,
it's not really the same thing, but it's close.
Yeah. They know how to race them,
right? So I mean, it very well could be. I mean, Denny Hamlin, where's he at this weekend? He's won it here like 4 or 5 times too.
Yeah. That's true. He's down at plus 2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Long shot, bet Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, I could see it.
plus 2,000. I am gonna bet Denny Hamlin. That is crazy. Plus 2,000. Wow, you're never gonna get those odds on Denny Hamlin for any track unless it's a road course, maybe.
True, but you think like super speedway when the odds on favorites plus 1,000, like that's not. I feel
Yeah,
like
but for
everybody's odds are amplified. The whole, the rising tide floats all ships.
some, yeah, I agree. But like, I mean, you're talking a guy that you're usually getting plus 1,000 odds on any other track.
Yeah.
You
What
know,
about what
and,
about Michael McDowell for 3,500?
yeah, I mean
3,500. I
that
mean,
that's a solid long shot. He's a good super speedway racer.
yeah, I don't
So
mind
do what
that.
you feel. Sprinkle a little money out and about. Like I
Daytona's just
fully
fun to
plan
bet on.
to. It
Yeah,
is. It's a crapshoot right
yeah,
out the gate.
exactly. It feels less. I don't want to say rigged, but it feels less like
Predictable.
predictable. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Less predictable. A little more just like roll the dice. Let's see what happens out there, and it'll
Yeah.
be fun to watch either way.
It'll
Um,
sort itself out some way along the race, and then you'll know who's going to win,
yeah,
or have a shot.
yeah, that's true. So the one thing, did you check the qualifying order yet? Where
Um,
how we're starting?
I I looked at it because I got a notification about it. Here, let me see here. Entry that no,
Because
that's
one
entry.
thing I will say is you got
Ryan Blaney's starting on the pole. I know that.
correct, but all your RFK guys are 10th, 24th, and 31st.
Perfect.
Which, if you're gonna bet all three of them, isn't a bad play because you kind of are gonna have one in every section, every group on the track, right? So chances of one of those guys getting through the big one's probably pretty good.
Well, now you're off on that a little. Did you say 10? Brad starts 10th. Did you say 10th?
Yeah,
Okay, I missed that.
yeah, 10th, 24th, and 31st. That's what I'm
So
saying though.
we,
Like, so they're kind of spread out a little bit.
yeah, very fair. I mean, that way, hopefully, at least one of them misses the big one. So we've
Yeah.
got Ryan Blaney starting first, Alex Bowman starting second, Kyle Larson third, Joey Logano fourth, Austin Cedric fifth, Denny Hamlin sixth, Austin Dillon seventh, William Byron eighth, Chase Briscoe ninth, and Bad Brad 10th. That's our top 10.
And Chase Elliott 30th.
Yeah, something like that. He's sucking hind tit.
Yeah.
Hey, he's going to keep the top 20 finish alive.
I bet so because he won't be in the big one, and then he'll just like cruise into
If he is
20.
in the big one, there will be 20 cars in the big one, and he'll be in the front of it.
Yeah, no shit. It'll be the 15th DNF, but he'll
Right?
finish 19th.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep our hopes alive.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I think Daytona will be fun though. I think it'll be an exciting one. Hopefully, I haven't looked at the weather. Have you?
That's the one scary part. That's why qualifying was canceled. They had some lightning and weather in the area. They were able to the Xfinity going today. I don't know if it's finished up yet, but
They had
there,
several long cautions. It looked like.
yes, and there is potential for rain and thunder and lightning tomorrow. They got that hurricane bouncing off the coast,
Oh, that's right.
so
And it's
hopefully it
100
doesn't
degrees.
happen.
And
Yeah,
it's 100 degrees probably.
I
So.
mean it's textbook. We can't have a
Oh no,
uh,
it's not. It's not. Never mind. It's only like 90.
we can't have a racetrack in the PNW, but they can get postponed every race in Daytona.
Yeah.
So it happens. That's kind of a
Yeah.
pet peeve. Grind my gears
You know
right
what
along
really
with five
grinds
lug
my
nuts.
gears?
But
Hey,
so
that's
there is
one thing that
potential.
Harvick said when he was up here racing. He mentioned he's like, we need to get back to the PNW. We
Definitely.
need to get more races up in this area because he said, all the people at Evergreen Speedway, that was us, at least part of us.
That's right.
Uh, he said it was crazy, the outpouring of real race fans up here. So Take
Definitely.
take notice, NASCAR. Let's get a track going up here.
So I've got one for you while we're still on stats.
Okay.
Barring a new winner tomorrow, who is for unforeseen, if you look at our playoff standings right now
Mm-hmm.
of who's going to be in, who's going to be out,
Right.
which I think who it's Bowman and Reddick on the cutoff line, right?
Yep.
Who are the first four drivers that don't make it through the first round?
So let's say it doesn't change. We got Bowman and Reddick in.
Yes.
Where are we racing first round?
Darlington is the
Darlington.
first race.
Oof.
Darlington striped that son of a bitch and keep on going.
I'm gonna say both the Austins, Bubba Wallace, and Shane Van Gisbergen.
That's pretty solid. I mean,
That would be my.
can't. So we're at Darlington, we're at Bristol, and we're at Worldwide Technology Speedway or Raceway, which is another short track.
Yeah.
I feel like I agree with you 100% SVG.
Yeah.
I agree with you on Austin Dillon, but I could also see him potentially making it through a short track racing.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the one I'm second guessing the most. I don't know, Bubba. I don't think Bubba's gonna make it.
No. So I 100% agree with you on SVG. I think Bubba Wallace will have some shortcomings in the first round and it'll eliminate him from the playoffs. I think Josh Berry, even though he's a good short track racer,
Yeah.
I feel like he's one that comes up short. And then, yeah, I'd probably lean into the Austin Cindric as well. So that
I think the tracks just don't really fit Cindric's,
cup
his
of tea,
specialties.
right?
Yeah,
No.
it's not really his high points. I don't think.
No, I 100% agree. And
Is
the
Worldwide
one
Technologies a road course though?
no. Now, I thought that a while back. I put that in my head, but I'm thinking of the Circuit of Americas.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Is what I think of when I hear that. So no, it's like a 7/8 of a mile or something like that.
Okay.
If I'm thinking of it right off the top of my head, but maybe it's a mile and a quarter. I could be wrong there, but
Yeah, no, it's a little over. It's not quite a mile and a half, but it's a little over a mile, I think, because I think it was 240 laps and 300 miles.
Yeah, 240 and 300.
Yep.
But it's kind of an interesting scenario to think about. Trying to pick the losers out of the first round. And as we all know, it's kind of like Daytona and anywhere else. We don't know what's truly going to happen. I mean, look at the mid-season playoff when we had the tie squared racing for all the money.
That's true. That's a perfect example of the NASCAR playoffs when we were talking about how Hamlin's never put it all together. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
When you have that many different races on that many different tracks, like it's kind of randomized who's going to win. Like not randomized, but you know what I mean. Like you gotta, a lot of things got to fall your way.
Right. Don't be the guy that's going through a rough patch at that point in time of the season if you're doing that, right?
Yeah, no.
Like it makes it way interesting, and
you got to pull the Joey Logano where you're hitting the hot streak, just skimming into the playoffs and then hitting the hot streak.
Penske in general at that point, like I mean, Blaney did that the year he won it too. Like,
yeah, that's true.
It's getting hot at the right time. It's like that's where it goes from being like March Madness to being like professional baseball in the playoffs. Like, get hot at the right time, you're gonna win.
Yeah, really streaky.
Like,
yeah,
very much so. It's
I mean, like
director note, Joey Logano should have even been in the playoffs when he won that year because Bowman cheated.
Are you talking to your wife?
No, I'm talking to our number one fan.
I thought you were talking to the Bowman fan in your house.
Well,
Just
talking to
rubbing it
both, but one of them's probably sleeping, and I know one's probably watching. So we'll dig to it one time.
in. Why not?
Um, some short announcements.
Yes.
We've got the 2026 All Star Race heading to the Monster Mile.
Let's go.
Dover for the All Star Race next year. That's pretty big.
It's gonna be really cool or really boring.
Yeah, 100%.
Could go
Um,
either
it,
way.
it goes one of two ways there. It's just seems to be the cup of tea.
Yeah.
But
No, that's cool though. It's cool they're shaking it up a little bit.
yeah, no, I like the moving of it, not having the same race every year.
Yeah.
I've got some real enjoyment out of that.
Yep.
What else do we got? I know there was something else that we were
Uh,
talking about.
the who's calling the race or the Grand Marshal?
Oh yeah, Rey Mysterio
Yeah,
Jr., the Grand Marshal for the Coke 400.
dude, this
Uh,
is so awesome.
Anybody that was a WWF fan knows, or still is, knows who Rey Mysterio Jr. is.
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean,
that was
hopefully
awesome.
he does a backflip,
Off the top
something
rope.
off the top rope, and
Yeah,
369 somebody. I don't know, but
just does a big
I
old
thought
like belly flop on a car.
I thought it was cool as hell to find that out.
I just can't wait to hear Rey Mysterio's voice. I don't think the
Oh,
guy ever talked, did he?
he talks once in a while nowadays, I think,
Yeah,
but he didn't used to as much.
not back in the day.
Um, I did read something kind of interesting today. It sounds like Legacy Motorsports got a judge to fully block any dealings with our Rick Ware Racing,
Mm.
so that Rick Ware Racing cannot sell a charter up until litigation is done. That was a deal we talked about, I don't know, a month or so back, or maybe a little longer. Um, Legacy Motorsports, Jimmy Johnson and Co. was going to buy a charter from Rick Ware, and
Yeah,
there's some things fell through with it, and then there's a big ordeal going on between the two race teams. So it sounds like there's some more court drama going on there, which I don't know if it's good or bad for NASCAR. Who knows?
who knows? Any of that stuff. As soon as it goes into court, I'm just like, I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out, right? Like
100%.
that's it's above my pay grade. Like
Right.
even just trying to look into the 2311 stuff and what they're trying to do and not able to do whatever. Yeah, that's just God, I
Yeah,
don't know.
once the lawyer shit gets involved, it becomes a little less interesting to me.
Yeah,
Um, Wild that we have multiple separate teams, different cases going on at one time. But I guess that's just what you get when the world keeps growing, right? So,
yep. Biggest Sue happy for something.
yeah,
Um, the other thing, Connor Zilich
yeah,
made a start in Daytona,
the boy came back.
and then they got his ass off the track, right?
Yeah, yeah. So Connor Zilic made a start tonight at Daytona, um, fresh off his broken collarbone. Cheating the system, and good on him, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't need a NASCAR waiver if you start the race. You don't gotta beg them to let you be in the playoffs, even though whatever your year's been like. Like
Yep.
good on him. There was a short little interview with Dale Jr. I caught a glimpse of it and heard more about it later, but and that was kind of the idea. Like, yeah, we're gonna go get you in that car. You're gonna start the race, and then you're gonna get the fuck out of it because you're gonna kick the shit out of these old guys for the next 20 years, and we don't need to ruin your career in Xfinity.
Yeah.
So good on Junior for being
But
smart about it. And
exactly, and good on Junior for ponying up to put him out there in a car so he can, chase the
100%.
championship later.
Yeah.
Like I think it's a win-win.
I know me and my dad were talking about it tonight. Like, if Junior starts a cup team, I don't care who Zilich is driving for. I hopefully he tells him to piss up a rope, and he's like, "No, I'm going to go drive for Junior,"
Would not
because
surprise me if he did, because
it would just be meant to be, right?
yeah,
Like, seems like that's been a real take under my wing type situation, and
Seems like it, yeah. And which is just great for both of them, you know. I'm sure
yeah,
it's
for sure.
it works out good on both sides because Junior gets a hell of a racer and Zilich gets to learn from one of the best. So,
Definitely,
but
definitely.
oh well.
Yeah,
What
I
else you
mean
got?
that's about it for me. I think on the fun stuff happening in NASCAR this week. I mean, there's not a lot going on besides the final countdown to the playoffs.
Yeah. Now tomorrow will be fun. I just hope we actually get through the whole damn race.
Yeah, me too.
I hope we
I
get
mean,
through
that's the one
unscathed
fear.
on weather and
The only
fingers crossed.
bonus to this is if we do get rained out, we've still got Sunday.
Yeah, maybe they'll
I
race
mean,
Sunday.
I don't want to wait around to watch a race and then it not happen.
Well, yeah.
Um,
Hopefully, if anything, though, like hopefully they just don't even start the race Saturday if it's not looking like they're going to finish, and they just postpone to Sunday. I just want to see it all in one day. Like I hate it when they have to break up a race and it's
yeah,
they're 75
trash.
laps into Daytona and they're starting on a Monday usually. Like yeah,
And hopefully we don't get a rain shortened race. I mean, those that's another underlying issue that could potentially happen.
yeah,
Um, hopefully it don't, but that's another thing to look out for. I mean, they do have lights in Daytona. It's going to be dark halfway through the race, regardless. But
yeah. If that, I think it starts at 7:30, right? Or is it
yeah,
six? It's
7:30
6:30
over
now, maybe.
6:30 now. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was 7:30, but the last update I saw, I could have swore it said 3:30 our time, which would be 6:30 over there. So that's what the odds said anyway. The sports book. Vegas should know what time the race starts. I would hope.
well, the NASCAR app still says 4:30.
Yeah, so maybe just 7:30. We'll see. One of them's
Play it by
wrong.
ear. We'll all be pissed off if it doesn't kick off if it kicks off at 3:30 and we all start at 4.
Yeah.
Um, Another thing that's kind of wild that now that I think about it is there's a lot of complaints about the Saturday night racing, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah. I think
Like,
I think for me, I wouldn't. I don't mind it. It's just I have a lot more stuff going on Saturdays than Sundays. So just like
and that could be the populace too, I guess.
I think that's the biggest problem for me is like I would Saturdays is usually better for me if like watching a sporting event. I would just in a
Hmm.
vacuum. I prefer to do it on a Saturday night. You can drink all you want, hang out, have a good time, not worry about having to get up and go to work the next morning.
Definitely.
But at the same time, that's one of the nice things about Sundays is they usually don't have as much going on, so you can just kind of lounge around, devote the whole day to chilling and watching the race or
Right.
football or whatever. But
It's Sabbath. It's the day of rest.
what's that? Yeah, Sabbath. Yep,
It's the Sabbath day of rest.
that's right. Lounge
Yeah,
around and watch NASCAR.
I guess I kind of get that now that I think about it too, though. Yeah, it makes sense. But I don't know. I'm all about Saturday night racing when they actually race. Like just
Oh
like you
yeah.
said, I want to have a good time and enjoy myself, not worry about getting up and having to go to work in the morning. So,
Yep. Yep.
but
It
such
always
is
does
life,
spoil
yes.
spoil the Sunday. I just want more. The hard part is the inconsistencies. When you get a few Saturday races thrown in, it's like, oh shit.
Right.
But
Yeah,
it's
I
good.
had no idea today was a This weekend was a Saturday race until like Wednesday, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
2 in a row?
yeah.
Like, why?"
That's what I thought too. I knew about this one just because after last week I looked. I was like, well, I started looking at the races. Like, well, we got more of these coming or what? But yeah, last week caught me off guard.
Definitely. Oh
All right.
shit.
Well,
Well,
let's tie this one up.
yeah. As always, y'all stay blessed. Keep the rubbers up, and records are checkers, baby.
Records are checkers, everyone. Enjoy Daytona, and we will see you next week.